Hey there, CPO here, and I'm going to do another after action report after coming back from a trip where I used these TRED Pros. This has become a regular part of my loadout when I go wheeling. There's certain things that I always have with me, air compressor, tow strap, winch, tree saver, D-rings, whether it be soft shackles or the traditional metal D-rings. And now I've added this to my list of something I always have with me. The interesting thing is it always starts on the back of the Jeep in the spare tire, and they're usually clean at that point. And I haul them out there on the back of the Jeep. The first time I go to use them, I unstrap them, we use them, they get all muddy, and what do? I put them inside the Jeep because I'm too lazy to strap them back on the tire. So I do have a mount for these that I do want to work on trying to find a better place to quickly remount them. Actually, hold on, let me show that to you. So it's actually this guy here that allows you to mount it somewhere, and then you'll have these studs that will stick up through, and then those studs will go through the hole, which is what those are designed for. And then I've got these little caps I can screw on. So basically it allows me to quickly access them and then restow them. But I haven't used this yet because I haven't quite figured out how I want to do it. Now that the wheeling season's coming back around full circle, it's April 1st, April Fool's Day. And this is no joke, by the way. This is all real. I'm going to start trying to figure out where to mount these. But for now, what I do is I get them all muddy, and then I throw them in the back of the Jeep, and everything in the back gets all muddy. But hey, welcome to Jeep life. Good news is I've got the Bartack seat covers, so I'm not too worried about the mud. It either washes off or wipes off pretty easily. All right, so anyway, back to the after action report. These TRED Pros, if you haven't seen them before, you can go check out my other video where I describe them a little bit. They have actually two sides. They have this ramp side, and then they've got sort of a shovel here. These are designed more for sand environments, I think. They come out of a company out of Australia, and I think I'm abusing them a little more than they expected. I tend to use them more in the rocks, right? So that's where I seem to get most value out of these guys. So I'll roll some video here from my last trip at Roush Creek, but I did want to just mention the fact that I beat the crap out of these things, and they're holding up well. I'll get you some close-ups, but they're taking a beating. You can see some tire tread here. Now, with that said, every time I use them, I break something off of them. And that sounds bad, but almost every time I go find little bits and pieces of TRED Pro, and I've just been grabbing them to hang on to them. I'll probably throw them away here soon. And basically what it amounts to here on the, this is the ramp side. I've broken off the front of the ramp on this one. You can see here, this guy is sort of breaking apart. And on this one, the whole side is gone right here. And that may sound like a bad thing, but given what I put them through, that's not bad at all. Really, it's just the edges. But the actual structure of these things is holding up nicely. So let me show you how I use them again. They're designed more for that, get out of sand, get some traction in a sand or a dirt environment or something. But we use them to get over rock obstacles, especially for those vehicles like mine that don't have lockers. You have this traction control problem where one tire will be on a rock that has full traction. The other tire will be on the dirt and has no traction. So what happens? The tire with no traction just sits and spins, and the other tire doesn't go anywhere. So what I want to do is give the tire with no traction, the tire on the dirt, some traction. So that's where I use a TRED Pro. I stick that under there, get some traction to that tire, which then gets both tires spinning. And it does help. Again, a little bit abusive for, I think, how they intended the product to be used. but I use it to gain a little bit of clearance. I'll stack some rocks and then make a ramp or a bridge to get some height, to get over a particular obstacle. Maybe there's something that's hanging up on a control arm or the gas tank skid or something like that. They just work. So anyway, I'm still super happy with them. I do damage them every time I take them out, but you know what? I think it's worth it. They really have served their purpose well. So I haven't taken them in a sand environment yet, but I'm sure that they do even better in the environment that they were actually intended for. Here's a closer look at some of that damage. You can see here, like I said, I'm about to lose this corner here. This is some rubber off tires, and a couple of my little knobs have worn down, but most of them are still fairly well intact. And this is the one that the ramp side completely broke off of. The other problem, I think, also is the fact that I've been doing this, oddly enough, almost always in colder temperatures. It seems like it's been really cold in most cases, which I'm sure doesn't help keep this plastic nice and flexible. But anyway, that's sort of how they're shaping up. This one almost completely unscathed on the top half. Yeah, here's a little break here on the sides. The sides basically just break off of it. But as long as the middle stays, I'm happy. Right? There's some scars on the underside from sharp rocks. All right, so anyway, here's some video. Check it out. Yeah, one side's ramped and one side's a shovel.
Alright, get out of the way.
Stick the other one right there.
No, this is a dip. Here, go here. Slide the rock out. I'll put this on top of the rock. Huh? Slide the rock out. Yeah, put the rock down. Lay the board in front. Okay. Well, I don't want to.
If you can suck that up in there, that might help. Don't stop. Bring that board over a little bit to the right. There you go, right there.
The buttons don't seem so bad now, do they?
See if that'll hold it in place for a minute.
Fuck it, I love it. Let's do it. You got it!
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh! Definitely sitting. Yeah. So close. All right, who's the next victim?